Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'll be talking to you about how to know when you're ready to apply for a Band 6 role. When is the right time for a Band 6 role? Coming up next. My name is Shola, and I'm a registered mental health nurse working in the UK National Health Service. And one of the things that I do in my role is to provide trainings for nurses. And every time I train a nurse and I tell them about the potential Band 6 roles, they say to me, but I'm a Band 5. So that really shocked, that really surprised me. The natural progression for a Band 5 is to excel or to exceed or to transition into Band 6. So how do you know when to apply for a Band 6 role? There's no right time for it. There's no right time. The right time is your time. When you're ready, you would know. The right time is very subjective to the individual. For me, I could be ready after 6 months. For others, they could be ready after a year. Statistically, on average, I believe that people stay on the Band 5 role for about 18 months. And if you speak to some old school nurses, they will tell you that you need to wait for 2 years or you need to wait for 3 years. But things are changing. People are learning a bit quicker. Technology has helped people to learn a bit better. And, when you're ready, you would know. Only you would know when you're ready. Remember, you've got people who work as a Band 6 sitting right next to you. You can see what they're doing on a daily basis, and you can actually use that to establish, am I ready for that? For example, if you're a Band 5 nurse, you might be on, maybe 25 to 30 grand. And when you progress to Band 6, you might be looking at 32 to 39,000. However, that amount of money comes with significant amount of responsibility. You might be taking more of a management role, leadership role. You might be finding yourself applying for roles such as senior staff nurse, clinical lead, ward sister, and so on and so forth. So the right time is up to you, is very subjective, but you know when you're there. Another thing that you can do when you feel like you're ready is to transition into a different area. Sometimes to make that transition into the same area or to a different area might require a different level of expertise or experience. And sometimes it might actually be easier when you transfer into a different area, into a different organization, or into a different establishment, because that allows you to make that easy transition. Another thing that I've heard people say is that one of the things that they find difficult is being interviewed by the people that they know already, the people that they work hand in hand with on a day-to-day basis, and they say, when I get to the interview, because I know them, I kind of feel like there's extra pressure. So those are some of the things that you need to take into consideration. But depending on your level of skills, your level of expertise, then you yourself can decide when you feel you're ready. I know that a lot of people that have worked as healthcare assistants for a few years before they went to uni to study nursing might find that after 6 months, after a year, they feel like they're ready. Personally, I took the leap after 6 months. However, I went to work in a different environment from where I was before. And obviously, within that environment that I was going to, the minimum requirement is that for you to be a Band 6, obviously, that came with a lot of responsibility, and that came with a lot of, with a different scope of work on its own. One of the things that you need to be prepared for when applying for a Band 6 role is to be ready for those interview questions. Okay, when you're applying for a Band 6 role, the questions are not going to be the same as an entry-level job. They're going to be asking you for a lot more scenario-based questions. Give me an example of when. What would you do if? Those are some of the questions that they'll be asking you. And when you ask scenario-based questions, I'm sure you might be aware of this or you might not be aware of this, is that you need to use the acronym STAR. And STAR stands for situation, task, action, and result. Give me an example of when you've had to deal with safeguarding in the workplace. The situation was that this happened. The task is I had to put this, I had to complete a day text, the safeguarding. The action is that it was investigated, and the result. So when you're looking at scenario-based questions, which are some of the things that you'll be asked when you're applying for higher level roles such as the Band 6 role, then you need to be able to answer scenario-based questions using those acronyms. If you want me to do a more detailed video about situation, task, action, and result, leave it in the comment section below and I'll be sure to do that for you. If you get any value from this video, please don't forget to like, to share.